Hey, good morning, Black Oak clients. It is Friday morning, Breakfast with Black Oak edition. Want to welcome everyone, new and old clients. I say old, clients that have been with us for a while who've seen these videos every single week. But I want to welcome everyone again. You may work with me directly. You may work with Autumn. You may work with Damon. You may work with Parnick. You may work with Nick, or you may work with Rick. So the team it continues to expand, so that's awesome. But we like to do these videos most Fridays. Did not successful at that last week, but we try to be as consistent as we can. Sometimes I'll be honest, the weeks get away from me, and there's just so much to do. Especially we're doing a lot of internal stuff now with technology and it's just it can get kind of cuckoo crazy, and so other things kind of jump to the forefront. I enjoy doing these, but I need to be very very consistent as possible weekly, actually. But this week just wanted to shed a or excuse me, share a note or an idea or a thought with you. So I recently had a death in my family. It was my first cousin, and uh, not completely unexpected. Her health was deteriorating, and but she did have Down syndrome, and there's different I guess levels of or severity of Down syndrome, and she, from a cognitive standpoint, she could never have the ability to read. She was at a point where she loved to color. That was her thing. So I think every year, like the entire family would buy her coloring books and huge cartons of crayons. But she loved it. But she lived a long life. She lived at age 64, which is extremely old for someone who has Down syndrome. And I think my aunt looked it up, and maybe in the 70s is the oldest person who has Down syndrome who has passed away. So Paula lived a long life. But the point of my story is to share with you that my aunt's biggest fear was that my aunt, or my cousin's mom, my aunt would live longer than her. Who would look after her? Because again, most people don't think 64 years of age, that's extremely old again for someone with Down syndrome. So my aunt was constantly worried about that, because my aunt's in her 80s. She's in her mid to lower 80s. She's still in great health herself, but I mean that's still getting up there in age. That's beyond the average lifespan, or it's right at the average lifespan of a female. So that was her biggest fear. But she never legally got that taken care of. So if something were to happen to my aunt, what would happen to my cousin or her daughter, Paula? So just these things, whether you do have someone who has special needs within your family, maybe creating a special needs trust. Had a couple conversations with people this week about just getting these things taken care of as far as an estate plan. So again, if you need access to an estate plan, please let us know. We have access to wealth.com where you can create this. So it's a huge added value add that we offer here, and some have taken us up on it, some have not. Some have not, because you already have your estate plan taken care of. If you have it already taken care of, great. If you need it updated, well, you can do it in wealth.com, and it basically gets rid of the old one. So the newer one will update it automatically. Obviously, you need to get your new will notarized. Autumn in our office is a notary. So if you need to do an estate plan and then get it notarized, we can do it here in the office. If you're a married couple, both of you have to be here present to sign, and then Autumn will sign it as well, and notarize it. Excuse me. So just take care of these things. A lot of people don't, and I don't want to be. I don't want any of you out there to be on the side that doesn't take care of this. So again, you may have everything buttoned up from an estate plan. If you have questions for me, I can give guidance, general guidance on why you should create certain things. Wealth.com is super user friendly. But there are some out there who do need to sit down with an attorney. There's a lot of complexity going on. There's maybe blended families or special needs or whatever it may be. That may take a visit and be with an attorney. But most of you just need to create a simple will, medical directive, financial power of attorney, all those things. But you can create trusts inside of these estate plans at wealth.com. So, again, want to nudge you, encourage you to do this. Take care of it. Let us know. We can send you a link and then you just take off from there. And but even in wealth.com, maybe you create most of it, but you're just not sure of a couple things. Well, within wealth.com, you can pay for an attorney and you pay for them on their hourly rate. Doesn't go to us, it goes to the attorney, obviously. And that's something you can do within wealth.com if there's something you just want to make sure and pay for an hour of an attorney's time or a couple hours or a half hour, whatever it may be, just to make sure it's buttoned up and you got it down right. So, anyway, take advantage of that, please. Some of you have completed everything. Some of you have gotten access to it, but you haven't completed it. I can see the status of where you guys are at, and some of you have never even logged in. So, again, I can only send you the link, and then I can only take it so far, and then you have to complete it after that. But again, we're happy to give you some general guidance. It's not going to be specific advice again because that's an attorney, but we can kind of say, oh, here's why people need to create this, or here's the reasons why a revocable trust may work here. But if you want confirmation on that, you can pay for an attorney. So, anyway, just had that thought. We went down to that. We went on to my cousin's funeral this week in Southwest Georgia, so it was on my mind. So I wanted to share it with you all out there. But have a great weekend. Again, please take advantage of this value add. We don't charge clients for it, so just let us know if you need access to it. We'd be happy to give it to you. So, everybody have a great weekend. Thank you.